What is the role of military might in this will to power on the national level?
Well, military might's what ultimately matters. As I said to you before, the two building blocks of power are population size and wealth.
You didn't mention military might.
I did not. No, that's right. And it's good that you caught that, because if you have a large population and you're a wealthy country, what you do is you build a large military. And it's ultimately the size of your military that matters, because militaries fight wars. And if states are concerned about survival, which I argue is the principal goal of every state in the international system, for what I think are obvious reasons, then they're going to care about having a powerful military that can protect them if another state comes after them.
Well, it's not obvious that a large nation with a lot of people and a lot of money should necessarily build a gigantic army and seek to attain superpower, like dominant sole superpower status through military might. But you're saying, as you see the world today, it has to be that way.
Yeah, I'm arguing it is obvious. If you're a state in the international system, do you want to be weak? If you live next door to Nazi Germany or Imperial Germany or Napoleonic France or even the United States, the United States is a ruthless great power. You surely recognize that. And if you're dealing with the United States of America and you're Vladimir Putin, you want to make sure you're as powerful as possible so that the United States doesn't put its gun sights on you and come after you. Same thing is true with China. You want to be powerful in the international system. States understand that, and they go to great lengths to become powerful. Just take the United States of America. When it started in 1783, it was comprised of 13 measly colonies strung out along the Atlantic seaboard. Over time, the various leaders of the United States went to great lengths to turn that country into the dominant power in the Western Hemisphere. And then once that was achieved in 1900, we've gone to great lengths to make sure that there's no peer competitor in the system. We just want to make sure that we're number one. And my argument is that this is not peculiar to the United States. If I'm China, for example, today, I would want to dominate Asia the way the United States dominates the Western Hemisphere. They'd be fools not to. If I were Imperial Germany, I'd want to dominate all of Europe the way the United States dominates the Western Hemisphere. Why? Because if you dominate all of Europe, assuming you're Imperial Germany or Napoleonic France, then no other state in the area or in the region can threaten you because you're simply so powerful. And again, what I'm saying here is that the structure of the international system really matters. It's the fact that you're in this anarchic system where survival is your principal goal and where I can't know your intentions, right? You're another state. I can't know that at some point you might not come after me. You might. And if you're really powerful and I'm not, I'm in deep trouble.
Yeah, so some of the ideas underlying what you've said, offensive realism, which I would love to talk to you about, sort of the history of realism versus liberalism. But some of the ideas you already mentioned, anarchy between states, everybody's trying to develop a military capabilities, uncertainty, such an interesting concept. States cannot be sure that other states will not use military capabilities against them, which is
that's of enormous importance.
Really
in the
important.
Story.
And it's so interesting because you also say that this makes realists more cautious and more peaceful. The uncertainty, because of all the uncertainty involved here, it's better to approach international politics with caution. Which is really interesting to think about. Again, survival, most states are interested in survival. And the other interesting thing is you assume all the states are rational. Which
most of the time.
Most of the time.